Fantasy footballers. Connor Bloom, Shane Cummings, the rest of y'all, Basil Algendali. Let me talk about Basil real quick. A lot of you guys think he's probably one of the least talented in the group, which would be true. A lot of you guys think that Basil kind of ugly, right? Which is kind of true. But I want to talk about the good things about Basil, things that really differentiate himself. And I get that, the first thing that comes to mind is the hair. That's usually what I think of. But let me talk about something else. Basil's creativity. Because it's just awesome, Basil has such a creative mind. Let's start with his fantasy football name. Flute Frog. Who would have ever thought of that? Like, have a picture of a frog using a flute and then name yourself that. I'm like, wow. I've never thought of anything like that. Hold on 1 second, guys. Lemons. Let me talk a little about lemons because I love lemons. They're actually a staple in my diet. I come home and I chop up lemons and I just eat them. And what it does is it actually creates this full body reaction of it's almost like a spark, right? Where I'll sit here and I just get excited. I'm just happy. I'm just eating my lemons, I didn't really fully eat that one. I should finish that. And I think they taste great, but I will say one thing that kind of bothers me is it does dry my mouth a lot. So no better thing to finish that than with a Stella, which if you kind of look at it, looks a little bit like Basil, right? It's a little bit fucked up here. Deformed. I can't say that. It's got a little bit of a fat body. When I think of Basil, I do think a little bit fat. In a good way though, Basil, because you're a beautiful man. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I do only do half at a time. Most of you would think, wow, probably because he's a bitch. But no, I do half at a time because what happens is if you do half, your body digests it. And when you mix that with the lemons that I had, it'll actually change your eye color, which is why I have blue eyes right now. So for those of you that have brown eyes, Basil, you should try this because I actually think it'll make you look a little bit prettier because you probably need that. But 10:41 in the morning. It's actually the ideal time to eat onions, eat some lemons, and chug a beer. Einstein once said, "The man who chuggeth at the earliest time is a beautiful man." I have no creative juices in me right now. And if I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's the second time I've done this video. So I'm going to cut it right there. Basil, you won. Until next time.